Where my 90s babies at? Hands in the air if you miss the 90s. We gon' get nostalgic. I was subbing today, and during my planning period, I had Spotify going and the Backstreet Boys came on. Then I started reflecting about how awesome the 90s were and how much I miss some of the aspects of that amazing decade. So if I'm going to spiral down memory lane, I'm dragging you down with me. Seriously, I'm so grateful I was born in the 90s because they were lit! So for this video, I thought I would list some things that were great about the 90s that we can no longer enjoy today. Some things I'm going to list we still have, but it's not the same. That being said, bring on the memories! Let's party like it's 1999! The biggest thing I miss about the 90s is the toys. Guys, I wish I had saved my toys from when I was a kid for my kids, because toys these days just make me die a little inside. Back then, we had stuff like this. Yeah, best. Now this is one of the most popular toys on the market. What even are these? What do they even do? Sit around for parents to step on? I don't get it. I also miss 90s food. That crap was the best! We all probably have some horrible latent disease from all the ingredients that we could never pronounce. But man, did those munchies make childhood taste good. Okay, here's a big one. The music! Yeah, buddy. Today we have chart-topping hits like this. No, school was cooler in the 90s. Nothing was quite as exciting as walking into class to see a Bill Nye special queued up on a rolling TV cart. Oh my God! Speaking as a substitute teacher, I witnessed schools firsthand. And it seems like somewhere along the line, the public education system decided to suck the joy and simplicity out of life. I'm looking at you, Common Core. I also miss playing outside. I'm well aware we can still go outside. I'm talking about being able to play in our front yard without some creep snatching us into his van. I'm genuinely bummed that I will have to worry about my future kids so much. Society is scary, friends. I miss 90s beauty products. Nothing was more thrilling than opening your stocking and finding that new Lip Smackers trio jammed in there. And no one felt cooler than when they wore roll-on body glitter. We all looked like dweebs, but we loved it. I think we can all agree that TV shows were also better in the 90s. Saturday mornings were made for cartoons and sugary cereal. Now we have these. My best friend and I are convinced that the people who write these are on some kind of hallucinogenic. Cartoons also seem to have gotten grosser and more adult. I had a new Winnie the Pooh Christmas special playing for my students one day. Rabbit's talking about what he wants for Christmas, and he says to everyone that he asked Santa for a subscription to Rutabaga Monthly magazine. Then he says, I kid you not, purely for the articles of course. Oh, that's in a pro. I nearly spat out my coffee. Okay, I know cartoons like Johnny Bravo had adult jokes when we were kids, but this was Winnie the Pooh! Is nothing sacred anymore? Speaking of nothing being sacred, I hate that everything is offensive these days. Suddenly, even harmless things are being attacked and torn apart because the special snowflakes think they own the world. You don't. You just make everyone else angry. I miss the 90s when we had pride in our country. Apparently now it's cool to bash your country instead and kill police officers and cuss out soldiers and burn the American flag. I don't know what happened in the past 15 or so years, but maybe we could just rewind the clock and go back to a time when people weren't jerks to each other or in general. Gosh, this video got really political. Not my intention. To wrap things up, I really do miss the 90s. I'm really happy that I got to grow up in what I consider to be a fabulous era. I've noticed that several things from the 90s have started making a comeback. Maybe if we all wish really hard, all of the other great things about the 90s will come back too. Please! please. Alright, guys, this was another one of those I'm really tired and I'm not sure what to talk about to the camera videos. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. You know where it is. It's down there in the corner. If you like my videos and you want to see even more of them, just hit subscribe. I love you guys, and I hope that you have an awesome day. Bye!